Hi friends, happy spooky season and welcome to Six Flags Great America. Today I am checking out all that Fright Fest has to offer here in Gurnee and invite you all to join me. So grab your witch's brew or a blanket to hide under and let's see what demonic mischief Knox and his minions have brought to us this year. There are 3 new IP houses this year: Saw: Legacy of Terror, featuring elements of the second and third Saw movies, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Stranger Things. Unfortunately, I am unable to film inside of the houses, but I'm still super excited to show you guys all of the scary happenings and delicious treats available to you at Six Flags Great America this Fright Fest season. I'm over in DC Universe to check out the Scream Shop, which seems to be the official Fright Fest store. I'm not sure if they have any different merch compared to the retail spots throughout the park, so let's go in and take a look. I want to see how much these are. They have 2 different Hello Kitty plushes. We got this black cat and then pumpkin kitty for $19.99. Oh my goodness. And I'm going to assume this one's the same. Yep, $19.99. They're so cute. Unless I missed them in the front store. It looks like they have a couple extra hats. This guy I did not see at the store at the front of the park. They're also selling these interactive bubble wands, which are really, really cool. They light up, but then they interact with the parade, I believe, later on tonight. And these, I do not see a price on them, nor is there a sign nearby, but I will figure that out. In addition to the Fright Fest wands, they have some other bubble wands and just light up wands, kind of like knockoff Minecraft swords and various other Halloween-esque. This is definitely not something that I saw last week when Kenny and I were here. This is Stranger Things. I wonder if it's specific. Fright Fest, Hellfire Club. I do see Six Flags branded on it, but I do not see any reference to Fright Fest 2024, but it is still cool that they have some IP Six Flags merch available. So we have the Stranger Things t-shirt, which is $19.99, and this crew neck sweater with Vecna, which is apparently blacklight reactive, for $49.99. There's also some Michael Myers stuff. Here's some Texas Chainsaw Massacre IP. Fright Fest, wear your mask, Six Flags Great America. That on the front, $24.99. And then I think a sweater as well. Yep, ooh, I really like this material. So the Vecna one is just kind of like your standard cotton one, but this is like soft. $39.99. It's got the same print on as the front of the shirt. And then, yep, so same on front and back. Yes, I definitely want that. I also want to note that at the same time as Fright Fest, we do have Octoberfest going on, which runs from September 14th all the way to November 2nd. It's over here, right outside of Yukon Barbecue Pit, kind of out in the stage area. They have a bunch of food booths where you can come get tickets and try some delicious Octoberfest food and beer. Right across from the Yukon Barbecue stage area, you'll see Camp Cartoon transformed into Camp Boo, home to quite a few Boo Fest activities. Boo Fest is the kid-friendly Halloween event that runs at the same time as Fright Fest. Kids under 12 can dress up in costume. There's a hay maze, character candy trail, parade, and a not-so-scary story time for those with littles that might not be quite ready for when the scare actors come out. Over here by X-Flight, there's a special turkey leg for Fright Fest. The Demon Turkey Leg, which is a drumstick tossed in spicy barbecue sauce and flamin' hot Cheeto dust. Turkey legs are not my jam, so I won't be giving that a try today, but if that's your cup of tea, then you know where to find it. I am, however, headed into Coaster Candy to snag an apple pie caramel apple. I know pumpkin spice is the king of fall flavors, but I am team apple pie and apple cider. So when I saw this, I absolutely had to try it. You can have them cut it right there at the shop, which I completely recommend because they are massive and I can only imagine how messy it would be just to try biting into it. I'm typically not a big fudge fan, but the flavors here were so good and I will absolutely be getting this every chance I can here at the park. So I walked over to Steelworks Pub to grab a slice of zombie brain pizza. It's not advertised on the outside of the restaurant, but there is a sign by the register. I believe you can also get this at Primo's Pizzeria over by the Dark Knight. This pizza is topped with giardiniera and Italian beef, so there's a tiny bit of a kick to it, so just be aware if you're someone that's a little more sensitive to spice. So I'm just going to eat this and fill up and get some energy up before I head on over to Town Square and wait for the Uprising, which is the opening scaremonies of Fright Fest that will unleash the scare actors out onto the park. It begins at 5:45. So I'm over at the new merch shop by Kidsopolis, which is kind of like in between the Saw House and Big Top Terror. And I see this is where they're selling the Saw merch. So they have a couple different Saw shirts. This one here is $24.99. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that they're all probably the same, but they're not Six Flags brand like we saw the Texas Chainsaw was. They did not have any of these at the Scream shop or at X-Flight or the shop at the front of the park, but there is quite a bit of variety here. There's a few designs. I want to play a game. I actually really like this one a lot. I like how simple it is and it's kind of cute and gimmicky. As I said earlier, I could not film inside the houses, but I do have some thoughts on them. Kenny and I came last week on opening night. We were only able to check out 4 of the 5 houses as Texas Chainsaw did not open, at least not that we were aware of. There was quite a line outside the whole night, and I don't think anybody was ever let in. It was, however, open tonight, so I would expect that to remain the case for the rest of the event. As for the houses themselves, I do think they're okay for what they are. If you're expecting HHN quality, then you will be setting yourself up for some disappointment. We paid $80 for the express passes, and I do think that is a tad overpriced for what you get. You may have noticed this year that there are only 5 houses compared to the 6 that are typical in previous years. I'm sure this was due to the extra time and effort being put into building and staffing the new IP houses. However, the returning houses are Big Top Terror and The Estate. Overall, I had a great time. There were more people and more scare actors this week compared to last, and the energy of the event was great and spooky. Are you coming to Fright Fest this year? What new houses are you excited for? Let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.